Hi everyone, good Sunday night. This is Anna. I had to spend some time going over some charts because, to be honest with you, I was so enjoying my weekend. I did not feel like working, so I got a lot accomplished, and feels good to get that done. Anyway, on to the charts. I spent a little time looking things over and trying to figure out intermediate term, short term, basically being a swing trader, what I'm sort of looking at. And one of the things, just glancing at the daily, we started to come up here last week, and then we got an instant rejection right around that trend line, testing that upper trend line. So basically, if you line these up on the crosshairs, you can basically see where that got retested up here and then got rejected, and back down we went. And that was our Friday. That was rather bearish. Perhaps rapture trade, perhaps not. But futures are down here a little bit on Sunday night. I do think that we're getting into the oversold territory here on a short-term basis. So I'm going to pick up the 4 hour, and you can see your stochastics are down around near zero. But it means they're oversold. When it crosses, technically it's that 20 line, but I really think 10 and below these days, 10 and below and 10 and above is, you can pretty much count on being extremely oversold or overbought. And so in this case, being oversold, we're probably going to come back up again and try this trend line again. My guess is probably around, I'm looking at the ES close 1324, maybe back up to a pivot at 1332. So we'll look at that. We do have bearish a histogram sell signal down here on the lower part of your chart, as you can see. It's got a red. Let me pop it in real quick here. Open this up a little bit, and you can clearly see we got bearish divergence. We have two bars in the histogram negative camp here. So I do think that we'll probably come up, try to, again, at that trend line, which is, whoopsie daisy, which is, again, this is terrible because I got things expanded and pushed around. We'll come back up, retest that upper trend line, and either we're going to fail there, or we're going to pop right through it. My thinking is we probably gonna fail, and this is just a bounce in an oversold situation, which means, okay, but basically, Anya, what does that mean? Well, that means I think that we come off of our lows of the overnight, which was at 1324. I believe. Excuse me. This is on the E-minis. 13. What was our low just now? 1321.25. It's a big support area right there. Some people say 21, some people say 20, some people say 21.25. It's around 20, 21. Nothing's always exact all the time. So anyway, I expect that crude will probably, we went long crude at the lows on Friday, and it was an awesome trade. Some of us went USO calls, and some of us went actual crude option calls. But whichever one, we all profited on that trade. That took it, and the ones that went short did not. But I was able to help a few people out of a short crude trade that I don't know if they weren't in the room or what happened, but they just said short. Tried to do a short crude around 99.50. And I said, no. Wait. It was around 99.70 then. So we went back down. I said, wait till around 99.50, let it get back down there. If that doesn't hold, get right out there. And that's what they did. That's what she did. And she was really happy that she listened to me. So she got out break even in reverse. Although had she not listened to me and followed me, she would probably be in some. I think we closed at. Wouldn't it be too bad at this point? But we did go well over 100 on Friday. So that's where we're at. I think crude's going to head back up here. Probably this week, some more this week, and we're going to take a look at the 60-minute on this. You can see we're getting oversold down here. There's your bottoming tail here on your candlesticks. And what I suspect is that tomorrow we'll see some kind of bounce overnight into the early morning, maybe even through tomorrow. And so I'll be looking to take off some maybe long crude oils, maybe a little bit tomorrow, and hold on to the majority up until close to Memorial Day, as it's also a pretty bullish time right around there. They pulled it back just enough to get everybody feeling like gas was going down. That's all they did. It's a game, and and it's people on greed and fear, and that's what it's all about. So we're not long. I'm not long the ES. I'm not short the ES. I'm not long the Russell. I'm not short the Russell. I'm actually short Google and Apple, and I believe we're going to see some continued bearishness in that camp. Well, I'm going to take a quick look at the NAS and then maybe Google and see if we sort of have the same exact pattern occurring as it was on the E-minis. You can almost mirror this, overlay these charts, and they look exactly the same just by eyeballing them. So we're going to go take a look at Google, because not everything, just because it might bounce on the NAS, it won't bounce on Google. Although, yeah, Google was actually bullish a lot last week when the market was down. Here you have a nice bear flag here on the 15. Let's go to the 60, because we don't really care until tomorrow. It's probably got a bounce coming on it, according to the 60, maybe in the morning, along with the E-minis. We'll see a bounce in them on Google. You can see the stochastics pointing up. You can see, you can see a little tiny bit of bullish divergence. So what I suspect is that overnight, early in the morning, whenever it starts to trade, at whatever time Google starts to trade, because it may not trade right as the actual futures open, but you'll probably see that bounce a little bit. But if you look at the daily, it's pointing straight down. It's got a little bit of bearish divergence, but it's got a nice bear flag here, indicating I'm looking for around 504 on Google. So that's my call on the Goog. Let's go take a quick peek at silver, then crude, and then I have to go feed about 20 hungry feral cats. All right, here we are on silver. What I see on silver is a bounce, okay? And I'll tell you why. Not so much about stochastics. They confirm, the bullish divergence confirms. But it looks to me like we're going to we're going to form a head and shoulder here. This being the shoulder here on the left. It's enough of a shoulder, and then then the head, and maybe go up here to around that level, around 37.84, something like a couple bucks, and then turn around and roll back over. But that's just what I see. I'm just speculating, of course, and going by what the chart formation looks like. We do have an inverted here on the 15. So you have your head, your shoulder. Oops, sorry. I worked out 2 hours today, so I'm sort of tired. Here you have your left shoulder, you have your head, you're making a right shoulder. And they don't have to be perfect, mind you, all the time. Right? See, and there we go. We're starting to turn up here a little bit. So I think silver's going to be up for the short foreseeable, in the next few days. Let's take a look at the 60. That was the 15. Okay, I'm coming. So there we go. The futures are up. They're about 16.3 cents. And I said crude too, right? Okay, here we go on crude. Crude on the 60 might be down this evening, which it already is. Just taking a peek over here at my other screen. It's down, okay? But it could be forming what I pointed out to everybody here, another head and type shoulder, okay? It may come down to around, got some support around this 90, what the heck? Okay, right around here, 99, well, it's already about there. I don't suspect it's going to be too far down. Jesus, and make a right shoulder and then head back up here this week. So those are your opportunities on shorts this week to maybe go long crude a little bit. But you got to be real careful, and you got to have your timing down, and that's what it's all about in trading, is trying to get your timing right. You still have a bear flag here on the larger formation, but if you go to the daily, you clearly have bullish divergence going up here, and I suspect, unless something really gets us, that we're going to see it head back up. Yeah, there is the bear flag, but the other indicators do not confirm that. So bear flag doesn't always, I always look at several things to confirm my indicators, and also being my candlesticks. So everybody have a great week. I will see you either in the blog area. Please start commenting. I'd like to keep it going. I want everybody to be, people come, people go, I know, but try to, if you feel you're benefiting or you're in there, we welcome everything. You don't have to be so knowledgeable. Just ask questions, and there's a lot of smart people, and there's a lot of people who want to learn, and that's what we're all about, people helping people. So please comment, get in there, and it makes it more fun for everybody. It makes me want to be there more as well. So also, if you want to be in the lounge, you know where to do it and how to get there, and it's going really well. I think people are finally starting to realize that it's a good place to be. Okay, I have a lot of knowledge, and I'm on there, and audio and video during the day, and we have fun and laugh, and I can't hear them, but they can hear me all day, just like this. I'm live from 9:30 open to around lunchtime, and then back from 2 to the close in the afternoon. So, and I'm doing charts, and we're talking about looking at different setups. So it's a lot of informative information. And so I guess everybody will have a wonderful day and a week. Hope everybody does, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.